fucking MW2, the golden era of COD. These were the fucking days, people. Now, you get your regular players, but then you get your little sweaty pricks that sit around in corners all game just to get
Tactical nuke incoming!
That is one of the few sounds that actually make you nearly shit your pants in fucking COD. But this fucking Russian announcer guy, you know, you can tell he's fucking been through shit, you know. Now, this is one of the games that has brought around some of like the most popular trends in the COD community, mainly trickshotting. All these fucking MLG trickshot montages, you know, all that shit, you know. MW2 also brought around its own little fun, unique game mode. It's called Spec Ops. It's basically where you complete little missions, and you get stars, you beat your times, and you can play with friends. You know, overall it's pretty fucking fun. Now, with its 10th anniversary right around the corner, I've decided to pay it a little visit. Straight away, you are met with this little intro that brings you up to speed on what has happened in COD 4.
It's the FNG, sir. What the hell kind of name is Soap?
The first protagonist you play as is Private First Class Joseph Allen of the 75th Ranger Regiment, and now you have to show these packies how to shoot a fucking gun.
You need to know how to toss a frag grenade. Private Allen, pick up some frag grenades from the table. Toss the grenade down the range to take out several targets at once. Alright. Thanks for the help, Private Allen.
So now that you helped out your homie, now you have to go to the pit and you are met up with Corporal Dunn.
Hey Private, welcome back to the pit.
You now run the course to get accepted into the squad.
Amazing work, dude. Okay, now that's how you run the pit.
Regroup with your squad and is now sent on a mission into Afghanistan. At the river, you get engaged in a firefight with the enemies, but luckily you have your trusty grenade launcher and you manage to push the enemy back and you go after them. So you're cruising down the street in your 6.4, but you get launched on by a bunch of fucking packies and then all hell breaks loose. Oh, what the fuck, man. The truck gets RPG'd and you are forced into the house. You and your squad make your way through the school room by room, busting a cap in any enemy that is inside. You go about the streets popping packies in your face, and then you are relinked to your squad, and you are now under control by General Shepard.
How do I look? Like one of the bad guys. Perfect for your undercover son.
The other protagonist that you play as is Sergeant Gary Sanderson, aka Roach, as you infiltrate an enemy base with your homie Captain McTavish, aka Soap, that was the protagonist in COD 4. You are now left alone, but Soap has still got your back. You plant some C4. Very nice. That'll come in handy. You and Soap make a daring escape, and you hop on some snowmobiles, the most accurate fucking Glock ever. Alright, so this next mission managed to make headline news as Private Allen, your first protagonist, goes undercover with Makarov and basically pops a few people.
A popular new video game actually allows you to be a terrorist and kill people. Take a look.
Remember, no Russian.
As you continue moving through the terminal with Makarov and his men, you are met with an entourage of police. After fighting your way through the SWAT and police forces with more man less, you are betrayed and killed by Makarov. The remaining forces find out that this massacre involved an American.
All of Russia will cry for war.
So Roach and the boys now go to Brazil to track down the supplier. You find Rojas' assistant at his safe house, beefing with some militia forces, and then pops your driver. You then chase him through the streets of Rio until you catch up and shoot him in the leg. Rojas' assistant then gets banged in the shack, and then you go with Meat and Royce into the favelas where you battle your way through. Both of your teammates get popped, and now you have to make your way through the favelas on your own. You catch up with Rojas, but just as he was about to get away, Soap body slams him down into a car. He's going to be feeling that one for a while. In this next mission, the Russians have invaded America by tricking the satellite systems and taking the Americans by surprise. You battle your way through the Russian invaded lands of Virginia. You make your way over to Nate's restaurant, where you are tasked with defending the place from waves of Russian forces to protect this guy called Raptor. You and the squad go and attack this diner to get a control grid for a Predator missile to take out the BTR tanks that surround you. You secure Burger Town so you can escort Raptor to a more secure position, and you fight off oncoming waves of Russian soldiers. Enemy helicopters show up, and you have to retrieve a Stinger and take down the helicopters whilst there are still Russian infantry units attacking you. Finally, a convoy comes and rescues you. Alright, so back in the favelas with Soap, Ghost, yourself, and a couple of fresh faces from the task force. You guys need to escape from the heavily armed militia that occupy the favelas. In this mission, there is a lot of classic favela FIFA Street combat. You and the boys go about the market popping enemies like it's some sort of Crips v Bloods turf war. Nikolai comes and rescues you, but you get ambushed. You and the lads run to where Nikolai is held up at the secondary LZ, but things don't go to plan.
I'm falling! I can't get up!
Suddenly, a whole gang of militia jump you, and you make a swift escape through a maze of buildings and rooftops back to the chopper. Alright guys, I'm back from exams this summer now, so I have more time on my hands to be able to finish up making this video. But yeah, in this mission, following the invasion of Russia onto American soil, you and your regiment get backed up by this fucking beast and you push your way through the streets. You can use your laser to be able to mark out where the gunner from the tank should shoot. Alright, so you and the boys fight your way through this little residential area to be able to take out these AAA artillery guns. You and the squad infiltrate this house to search for this guy called Spec, but he is pronounced dead and you retrieve his intel. Alright, so Roach and the boys with their epic hand signals stealthily infiltrate this oil rig. Tasked with rescuing hostages.
2 hostiles down in Section 1 Alpha. Moving up to Section 2. Roger that, Hotel 6. We're clear. Civilian hostages at your position. Watch your fire. Breach. Clear. We're clear.
Hostages secured in Section 2 Echo.
Roger that, Hotel 6. Team 2 will secure an evac. Continue your search topside. Okay, move upstairs. Control, we're advancing to Deck 2. Hotel 6, more hostages are at your position. Copy that. Clear.
Control, all Deck 2 hostages secured.
Enemies on the radio are gonna come and check up on the situation, so you plant C4 on the dead bodies and launch a surprise attack.
secured. I repeat, all hostages secured. Proceeding to 𝐂𝐚𝐦𝐩𝐾𝐌𝐿. Over. Good job, Hotel 6. Marine reinforcements are inserting now to dismantle the SAM site. Get your team ready for phase 2 of the operation. Under 2-2, actual, go block secure. All EOD teams are cleared for landing. Roger, Punisher, 2-2, copies all. Punisher, all flights from vicinity of grid 255-202. Local airspace is secure. I repeat, local airspace is secure. Lead on course to target area along route November 2. Punisher, this is Hunter Maxwell, Hunter 2-2. Secure the SAM site at the southwest corner of main deck. Hunter 2-3, proceed towards the air building to disarm the explosives. Punisher, actual wall strike teams. All SAM sites neutralized. Repeat, all SAM sites have been neutralized. Blue sky in effect.
Long history of this building, not much of it pretty. It started out as a castle with an actual dungeon, built to withstand any siege. The building survived every brutal winter. The occupants, they weren't so lucky. The monastery didn't survive the purges. Over the last century, it's played host to anyone the government didn't want or couldn't kill.
Alright, so Roach and the 141 are diverted to the heavily defended Russian Gulag on the mission to rescue prisoner 627. Once the jets and choppers have cleared the walls and towers of any hostiles, squads are dropped into the courtyard, advancing their way into the inner chambers of the Gulag. At this point, the Ghost stays at this little headquarters area to tap into their systems, whilst you head off with Soap and a couple others to go search the cells. We arm ourselves up and we get ambushed. Roach and the squad repel further down to the inner spooky insides of the Gulag in search of the prisoner. We take a shortcut into the shower room, where we are met with a whole gang of hostiles. After moving through the tunnels, we finally breach in on the prisoner, but we find out that it is the infamous Captain Price, our fucking homie. But a bombardment begins and we make our escape. Alright, so after this very interesting mission brief intro screen, we are dropped into action with our boy Ramirez. We enter the building and make an effort to recapture it from the Russians.
Overlord.
We advance our way up the floors, taking out the hostiles and making our advance on the enemy's crow's nest, where we can provide support for our troops. But more enemies flood into the building to try and overrun us, but we make it to the evac site, where we go and take out enemies that are situated at the World War II memorial.
Negative 2-1, they're still pinned down by infantry and light armor from the World War II memorial. Doesn't look good from here, over. Atlas 2, 3, 2, 4, and 2, 5 are all the way. Ground units of all Z4, fall back now.
What's this image you're sending me?
You want to put out an oil fire, sir? You set off a bigger explosion right next to it. Sucks away the oxygen, snuffs the flame.
Price, you've been locked away too long. Better get your mind right, son.
Shepard, are you willing to do what is necessary to win?
Always.
We got ourselves a pretty big fire. Gonna need a huge bang.
You've been in the Gulag too long, Price. Focus on taking out Makarov.
No time, sir. We need to end this war today.
I'm not asking you, Price. This is an order. You're to...
Looks like we lost our connection.
Alright, so in this mission, Roach and Captain Price navigate their way stealthily through this dense, snowy forest, taking out hostiles together and keeping a low profile. It was all going to plan. Everything was peaceful until a fucking tank swarms in on you. You and Price returned to your low-profile state, but the Russian patrols have been alerted and are looking for you.
that patrol dead ahead. Take them out or leave them be. Your call. Nicely done. Large patrol at 12 o'clock. Use a suppressed weapon. We'll have to take them out at the same time. Take the two on the right.
You reach a little town and Soap hooks you up with a sweet-ass Predator missile. Wait, what? What the fuck is that?
What just happened?
There's a mobile SAM site in the village. We just shot down our Predator. So, we need another Predator. Roach, let's go.
You slide down the hill and rearm yourself and engage with a couple of enemies and you relink with the fricking lads.
Roger that. The second Predator's almost in position. Make it count. These things don't grow on trees.
There's the submarine. Right below that crane. Roach, soften up their defenses with the Predator.
That got their attention. The whole base is on the left. You'd better hurry. We've only got a couple of minutes before that submarine dives. We're moving. 5+ KIAs. Good hit. Good hit. AGM missiles online. I repeat, AGM missile is online. Good effect on target. BTR destroyed. At least 3 kills.
You and the team keep advancing towards the objective.
AGM missiles online. Five+ KIAs. Good hit. Good hit.
Cover me from that guardhouse by the west gate. Roger that. Roach, we have to get to the guardhouse by the west gate to cover the right. Follow me.
AGM missiles online.
You and the boys lock down the area to cover Captain Price, who is in the submarine.
Contact to the north, on the block, next to the sub. Price, are you there? The silo doors are open on the sub. I repeat, the silo doors are opening on the sub. Price, come in. They're opening the silo doors on the sub. Come on, hurry! Price, do you copy? The silo doors are open. I repeat, the silo doors are open.
Good.
Wait, Price, no! Missile in the air! Missile in the air! Code black! Code black!
This next mission, which is split into 2 parts, says you defending yourselves once again.
Tracer, 3 rounds left! Hang on! Defend this position!
Up in space, you witness a EMP missile hit the United States. As you and your squad explore the mysterious ruins of the city, you find friends and foes, as you all battle it out, and the confusion of the soldiers' identities can lead to havoc. As you enter the hotel, you notice this peculiar looking door. You regroup with the main force to retake the White House. You race to the rooftop to deploy green flares to stop the jets from bombing you.
That's right.
Despite what the world may say, we are not savages. We don't kill civilians. We use precision. There's an evil man hiding in these shadows, and we're gonna bring him into the light. Once his face is revealed, we will write history, gentlemen. These are the last safe havens left on Earth for Makarov and his men.
Sounds like we gotta be in two places at once.
Impossible?
Not for the 141.
50-50 chance to take out Makarov, eh? Captain Price, request permission to take the safe house with Roach.
Granted. Soap and I will take the boneyard in Afghanistan.
Very well. We will cut off all avenues of escape. This ends now.
Strange. Could have sworn we entered this war yesterday.
So in this mission we are going to try and take out Makarov. But wait, what? Toad? My boy is here, protecting me. Guys, he has my back, alright? So shout out to him, and that's why you should go sub to him. But anyways, let's get moving. Alright, so we're just taking a little stroll in the woods. Oh fuck! Some smokers slop down and we counter-attack through it.
We got 2 trucks leaving the target building. Roger, firing javelin, danger close. 2 away. Moving vehicles have been neutralized. Be advised, we have not, I repeat, we have not spotted Makarov, and no one else has left the house. Those trucks may have been decoys. Over.
Roger that. We're advancing on the house now.
So after we clear the perimeter of enemies, we breach and clear the safe house.
Got eyes on target. Let's go. We're clear. Roach, go with Scarecrow and check the basement for enemy activity. Breach and clear. Go. Ozone. I got you back, Roach. Basement clear! Copy, basement clear. All clear. Squad, we group on me. Wait.
Ghost, have your team collect everything you can for an operations playbook. Names, contacts, places, everything. That's the idea. I'm bringing up an extraction force ETA 5 minutes. Get that intel. Shepherd out.
So, come on, make the hire. I've got what you can. Man, I've got to do whatever. DSN, ready to engage. Roger that. Enemy helos approaching from the northwest. Calm down as they come out of the tree line. First one down. Got one. RPG team approaching from the west. Solid copy. RPG team approaching from the west.
So with Roach and Ghost now dead, we focus our attention on Sophus in Afghanistan that has now have to evacuate as he has 2 whole armies to fight off alone.
Head for the rally point! Go, go, go! Nikolai, this is Price. Be advised, the LZ is hot. I repeat, the LZ is hot.
Okay, Captain Price. I am on the way. Try to get the situation under control before I get there, okay?
Right, whatever you say, Nikolai, just get here sharpish. I know you can hear me on this channel, Mackerel. You and I both know you won't last a week. And neither will you. Mackerel, you ever hear the old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Price, one day you're going to find that cuts both ways. Shepard is using the cycle of power armor. You know where it is. I'll see you now.
Looking forward to it. Give my regards to Sakaya. You get there first. So, don't get pinned down out there. Keep heading west to the runway area.
Price, I am approaching the boneyard. I see you do not have situation under control.
Nikolai, just shut up and land the bloody plane. We're on our way. So, hurry. We've got to get to Nikolai's plane. Keep moving west. I'm going to get some transport. Make your way west towards the runway.
I'm taking off in 1 minute. You better hurry if you want right out of here.
So, we don't have much time. Nikolai's not going to wait around for us. Hurry! Take out that gunner! Hang on! Behind us! Right side! Right side! Nikolai, drop the bloody ramp! We're coming in! Vehicles at 12 o'clock! So, look, he's now! Take the wheel! Aim for the ramp!
Price? Price?
The healthy human mind doesn't wake up in the morning thinking this is its last day on Earth. But I think that's a luxury, not a curse. To know you're close to the end is a kind of freedom. Good time to take inventory. Outgunned, outnumbered, out of our minds on a suicide mission. But the sand and rocks here, stained with thousands of years of warfare, they will remember us for this. Because out of all our vast array of nightmares, this is the one we choose for ourselves. We go forward like a breath exhaled from the earth, with vigor in our hearts and one goal in sight. We will kill him.
Alright, so this last mission is to basically just infiltrate this massive cave network and to hunt down and kill General Shepard with your main G, Captain Price.
Focus on the group on the right, directly beneath us. Let's take them out first. I'll take the 2 on the left. On my mark. 3, 2, 1. Just like old times. Alright, we've got to take out the other group before they come back. I'm in position. Take the shot. Walk up here.
Disciple 6, go dark. Breaching clear. Get ready. Door charge planted. Ready to breach. Hit it. Breaching, breaching. Talk that element. Please left. They're here. Open fire! Stay frosty. Hunt them down. Just flatline. Not possible. We just cleared that area. Nobody's down there. Back up priority items and burn the rest. Fire teams just gonna lay them until we're ready to pull out.
Grab a riot shield. We'll need cover out here.
We have unauthorized personnel on the catwalk. I repeat, we have unauthorized personnel on the catwalk. Yes. I got a stubborn head cord. But if you can get mine, you get the next. Get it done. Out.
All units be advised, this is Gold Eagle. The site has been compromised.
Moving! This place is gonna blow!
Romeo, danger close. That's within 100 meters of your position, sir.
That's not a suggestion. Send it.
Roger. Fire mission, danger close.
Head for the tunnel. We'll take the Zodiac.
Yes, sir.
This is for the record. History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written, and ours is lost. Shepherd, you're a hero, because all you need to change the world is one good lie and a river of blood. He's about to complete the greatest trick a liar ever played on history. His truth will be the truth, but only if he lives, and we die.
It's just around the corner, come on! So, get on the boat!
Alright, so we're on the boat here, and let me just whip out my most accurate fucking Uzi. Also, I don't get why there is so much resistance going after two people in a fucking rubber dinghy. Can I just point that out real quick? I really like how the AI has improved on this game compared to the other series' previous titles. Like for example when they bleed out and the amount of detail on them.
Years ago, I lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye. And the world just fucking watched. Tomorrow, there will be no shortage of volunteers, no shortage of patriots. I know you understand.
I told you this was a one-way trip. Looks like it still is. They'll be looking for us now. Anyway, we've got to get Soap out of here. I know a place.
So after that 6 or 7 hour long campaign, what do I think of it? Well, I thought that it was bloody amazing, with the right balance of action, storyline and sheer beauty in its missions, even though the game came out 10 years ago. I also like how each character can be remembered based off their personalities. Also, can I just mention the fact that they have added a cool little museum area so you can visit your favourite memories within the campaign, and so far this is the only COD which has actually implemented this in, so good job I guess. Now back onto the multiplayer. The biggest thing for me is the amount of weapons that you can choose from compared to the other CODs. In this game you can have a choice of at least nearly 5 guns per type of weapon, which is pretty fucking cool, as newer CODs like BO3 or World War II only have like 2 or 3 weapons in each category on launch. This game was also the first to add in titles and emblems, death streaks and kill streaks instead of the usual spy plane, artillery and attack helicopter or dogs like in the previous COD titles like COD 4 or World at War. And of course, not forgetting the amazing iconic maps like High Rise and Rust and the fucking one-man army. So guys, that is all about it for this video. Hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to like and share with your friends, as this did take a lot of time to put together. And make sure to comment your thoughts on the game and why it was good. You know what, it has been a blast for me going back and playing through these old CODs, and it just confirms to me that all these old CODs are just a timeless masterpiece.